Story 1: The Lost Souls. At the heart of the misty plains of Valhalla, where fallen warriors battle for eternal honor, lies an ancient and sinister secret. The souls of warriors who died in combat wander in darkness, desperately seeking redemption for their past sins. Among them is Eric, a once proud warrior whose soul is trapped in eternal torment. Haunted by memories of his darkest deeds, Eric endlessly roams the plains of Valhalla, seeking redemption that always seems out of reach. But as the nights lengthen and the darkness thickens, unsettling whispers begin to be heard among the warriors. Moving shadows skulk furtively in the corners, and horrifying visions haunt the dreams of weary fighters. Eric soon finds himself trapped in a living nightmare, pursued by supernatural forces whose origin he cannot comprehend. The warriors of Valhalla band together to confront this mysterious threat, but the more they dig, the more terrifying secrets they unearth. As they fight for their survival, Eric realizes that the key to his redemption lies in confronting his own inner demons. But the price of truth could be much higher than he is willing to pay, and Valhalla itself may prove to be a deadly trap. Story 2: The Pact of the Gods. At the summit of the highest mountain in Valhalla stands a forgotten temple, untouched for centuries. Its walls of ancient stone bear the scars of time, silent witnesses to the events that transpired within. Few dare to venture into these cursed grounds, for those who do risk encountering the most sinister fate. Ragnar, a warrior renowned for his bravery and insatiable ambition, hears of the temple among the whispers of the northern winds. Intrigued by tales of ancient powers and immeasurable wealth hidden within, he decides to venture forth. Guided by an unknown force, Ragnar passes through the temple gates and enters its dark depths. As he progresses, a sense of unease grips him, but his thirst for power prevents him from turning back. He makes his way to the ancient altar at the heart of the temple, where shadows dance and whisper promises of eternal greatness. It is there that Ragnar encounters the sinister entity residing in the temple, an ancient and inscrutable force that feeds on the despair and madness of mortals. Despite warnings from those who cautioned him against the consequences of his actions, Ragnar, blinded by ambition and thirst for power, reluctantly accepts the Pact of the Gods. But soon, he discovers that the price of his betrayal is far higher than he had ever imagined. As darkness closes in around him, Ragnar realizes with horror that he has sold his soul for fleeting and illusory power. The gods, offended by his arrogance and disobedience, condemn him to an eternity of torment and suffering, imprisoned in the depths of the accursed temple. Thus ends the tale of the Pact of the Gods. Story 3: The Curse of the Valkyries. In the tumultuous skies of Valhalla, where the Valkyries watch over the souls of fallen warriors, an ancient curse threatens to plunge the realm into eternal darkness. The Valkyries, once messengers of justice and glory, have turned to the dark side, corrupted by an unknown force. Among them is Astrid, a Valkyrie once proud, whose soul is now clouded by the curse that consumes her from within. Haunted by visions of destruction and despair, Astrid desperately seeks a way to break the power of the darkness that holds her captive. As the warriors of Valhalla prepare for an epic battle against the forces of shadow, Astrid embarks on a solitary quest to uncover the source of the curse and destroy it before it's too late. But the deeper she delves into the depths of Valhalla, the more she realizes that her enemies are far more powerful and sinister than she ever imagined. As Valhalla itself teeters on the brink of chaos, Astrid must confront her past and her own inner demons to save her people from imminent destruction. But in a realm where even the gods can be corrupted, Astrid's fate remains uncertain, and the price of victory may be higher than she is willing to pay. In the eternal mists of Valhalla, Where legends come to life and fallen warriors seek redemption, lies a dark and terrifying tale that haunts the minds of mortals. It is the story of Ragnar the Cursed, a once powerful warrior whose thirst for glory led to his downfall. Ragnar was once a hero among men, a formidable warrior whose name was feared throughout Valhalla. But despite his many victories on the battlefield, he desired above all to be recognized as the greatest of heroes, the one whose sagas would be sung for eternity. This insatiable ambition led him to commit unforgivable acts, to defy the gods themselves in his quest for power and fame. Guided by his vanity and arrogance, Ragnar challenged Odin, the king of gods, openly defying his orders and refusing to submit to his authority. For this insolence he was cursed, condemned to wander for eternity in the desolate lands of Valhalla, doomed to suffer endless torments to atone for his sins. In his desperate quest for redemption, Ragnar embarks on a dangerous journey to break the curse that hangs over him. He traverses the hostile lands of Valhalla, facing nightmarish creatures and deadly dangers at every turn. But despite his efforts, the curse refuses to be broken, and Ragnar finds himself trapped in a cycle of suffering and despair. As the years pass, Ragnar gradually loses his humanity, becoming a shadow of what he once was. His skin withers, his muscles fade, and his mind darkens, consumed by rage and madness. He wanders aimlessly through the barren expanses of Valhalla, haunted by memories of his past sins and the ghosts of those he betrayed. But even in the deepest darkness, there is always hope for redemption. As Ragnar wanders aimlessly through the scorched lands of Valhalla, he encounters a mysterious seer who claims to hold the power to break the curse that holds him captive. Intrigued by her words, Ragnar agrees to follow her to her hidden sanctuary, hoping to finally find the peace and redemption he has sought for so long. But the seer's sanctuary is far from what it seems. As Ragnar delves into its dark depths, he soon discovers that the seer is actually an evil witch who seeks to use her power for her own diabolical ends. Trapped in her deadly trap, Ragnar fights for his life against the forces of darkness, realizing too late that his quest for redemption has led to his downfall. In a final act of despair, Ragnar calls upon the powers of the gods to aid him in his battle against the witch, but his prayers go unanswered. Abandoned by the gods he once defied, Ragnar is overwhelmed by darkness and plunged into the bottomless abyss of eternal oblivion. Thus ends the tale of Ragnar the Cursed, a once powerful warrior whose thirst for glory led to his downfall. In the eternal mists of Valhalla, his name will be forgotten, but his story will serve as a warning to all who dare to defy the gods and seek redemption in the darkness.